Example number 12. Derive the equation from the given graph. What is my graph? My graph is here. This is the first point and here is the second point. Let me join these 2 points to have a graph of f of x. This is the given graph. What the question asks? The question asks to derive the equation from the given graph. We're going to derive the equation from this graph in point slope form, slope intercept form and standard form. The graph is given. This is the given graph. So the first thing is to calculate for the slope of the line. For the slope of the line we have 2 procedures. One is rise or run and the other is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 or x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Since the coordinate points are given, so I'm going to apply the y sub 2 minus y sub 1 or x sub 2 minus x sub 1 procedure, which equals to m equals to 2 minus into minus 3 or 2 minus 0. Look, my y sub 2 is here. Y sub 2 is 2 and then minus y sub 1 is negative 3. Just put negative 3 for y sub 1 and then or x sub 2 is 2 and x sub 1 is 0. So this is my y sub 2 minus y sub 1 or x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Negative times negative will be positive. So I will have 5 over 2. This is going to be the slope of the line. But if you want to try the rise or run procedure, you can do it. Look, rise is the change in y and run is the change in x. So rise or run. Rise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to rise 5 points here. 5. And then or run 1, 2, 2. 2 along x-axis. So rise is 5 and run is 2. Rise or run. This is the first element that we have derived from this given graph. Now look to this given graph. Some elements are known. Y sub 1 which is negative 3 and x sub 1 which is 0. These 2 elements are known, but the slope of the line was unknown. So I got the slope of the line. I have y sub 1 and I have x sub 1. Therefore from the point slope form of the equation, I have y plus 3 equals to 5 over 2 into x minus 0. Look, the formula is y minus y sub 1 equals to m into x minus x sub 1. Since y sub 1 is negative 3, so when I put y minus into minus 3, minus into minus will be positive. Therefore, I have y plus 3. My y sub 1 value is negative 3. So negative 3 times negative will be positive. And then the slope of the line is 5 over 2, which is here. My x sub 1 is 0. This is my x sub 1. This is the point slope form. Now let me change it into other forms. The slope intercept form will be y equals to 5 over 2 into x minus 3. This is going to be the slope intercept form or y intercept form. Slope intercept form or y intercept form. And now to change it into standard form. Its standard form will be 5x minus 2y equals to 3. This is going to be the standard form. So what we have achieved, the question asks to derive the equation from the given graph. The graph has been given. This is the given graph. Y sub 1 and x sub 1 are known, but the slope of the line was unknown. So I got the slope of the line here, which is 5 over 2. And then I plug in all those values in point slope form. Negative 3 for y sub 1 and 5 over 2 for the slope, which is m, and 0 for x sub 1. There I got the equation in point slope form from this given graph. Look, it depends on the question, what the question asks. If the question asks to derive the equation into point slope form, slope intercept form and standard form, then you have to do it in all these 3 forms. But if it specifically asks to derive the equation into point slope form from the given graph, then you have to stop it here. This is the point slope form. Or it may ask that derive the equation into slope intercept form, then you have to stop it here. You have to do only this part. If it asks that derive the equation into standard form, then you have to do it into standard form. That's how we can do plenty of examples to derive the equations from the given graphs.